Hey guys, Martin here bringing you Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to take a look at a full Daima team and see if this team is able to hold up against at least one of the relatively difficult fights. We're jumping in against the Red Zone Kaba. He's not super tough, but like he can hit pretty hard towards the end, so I wouldn't call this like a super easy throwaway event. But the thing is with this team, by making it specifically like the full Daima team, there's definitely like the toughest events in the game I think would be way too tough for this team. Especially considering we're going to give Daima Vegeta a try as our slot 1 unit for one of the rotations, and obviously he, I think, definitely leaves a little bit to be desired even with this new buff from the new Daima team. So we're going to give it a go and see how we get on here. Now, I believe Kaba has a Ki Blast Super all the way through, which makes him a good boss for the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If he does super us, then we get a guaranteed counter on the first super attack, so we don't need to worry about eating a slot 1 super. His counter animation is definitely very cool. So yeah, 16.9 start of the first turn. Remember that with Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we're never really expecting like his super attacks to be really crazy on like his first turn. Second turn, he has that bit of build up from the previous turn's super attacks, and of course he gets that big buff on turn 4. So if his first turn is turn 2, then obviously his second appearance is on turn 4, and that's when he can just immediately start going crazy. But we got the Daima Piccolo, who's obviously very good support. Does okay damage as well, to be fair, and like on his second appearance, if we put him in slot 3, he has a 100% chance to dodge. And then we have the Pansy, aka Masked Margin here. We can seal this Kaba, so that's not bad. And then to be fair, like an additional of 18 million for a free-to-play character, that's pretty good. And then we just get the dodge in slot 3. And then yeah, we've got Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta. It's interesting the choices they've made for the character picks. Like, obviously, Mini Goku wasn't really Super Saiyan 3 for very long, but we don't have him. And we got the Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta without actually having the Mini Super Saiyan Vegeta. But Daima Vegeta here, I rainbowed him from my summons on the banner, because of course, as you may know already at this point, it took me going to Pity to be able to get Daima Goku. We also have this STR Glorio on the team, who is a very good support, gives a whole bunch of dodge, or has a whole bunch of dodge, I should say. But he gives all allies 2 Ki and 70% attack when we have enough demonic power allies on the team, which we do, because we have Piccolo, we have both the Daima Gokus, we have Pansy, so like he's giving tons of support here as well. So this free-to-play Glorio is a pretty solid unit as well. And then yeah, of course the EZA int based Daima Vegeta, who I think is very solid. Decent supporting unit with guard, decent bit of damage reduction. So the two Vegetas together obviously work relatively well, although of course I didn't realise that we didn't have a Goku on this second turn, meaning that one of the Gokus was in slot 7, so I should have floated. Although to be fair, on that first turn I did really want the Daima Goku in slot 1, so I guess it is what it is. But Vegeta can get some attacks off. He gets built up by evading attacks or receiving attacks. So obviously him attacking before he's received or evaded any attacks, he's not going to be looking too crazy. But that's 19 million for Glorio. And then his additional is 21. I mean, for a free-to-play unit, that's pretty good. With the crits as well, that's some relatively decent damage, all things considered. So yeah, I should probably let my Goku actually get some attacks off here, otherwise he's not going to have any stats for the next turn. Put you there, and then have you there. So both the Daima Gokus now on the next turn will be ready to go off with that big turn 4 buff, because of course they're both here on turn 3, which is very annoying. But you know, it is what it is. So it's interesting with Daima, the fact that like the two EZAs, the base Goku and the base Vegeta, seem pretty decent. Pansy and Glorio seem pretty good. So like the Daima team has already increased in terms of its capabilities just by having... I mean, to be fair, there was no real Daima team before, because we had like the free-to-play Goku and Vegeta without their EZAs. Daima Vegeta. I guess we had Super Saiyan Daima Goku, and then we had Glorio. It wasn't quite enough. But obviously this celebration has done what these kind of filler celebrations should do, which is properly, fully flesh out this team. I know it's not its own category, like we don't have a Daima category or anything, but the fact that we got Daima Goku, the Piccolo, who's a really good support, then we got the 2 Easy A's, we've got 2 free-to-play characters, right? This all works very well. Glorio, the physical summonable one, is obviously still very good, and is very good on this team. I just ran the STR one over him because I wanted to try and run a bunch of the new units. I also wanted to get Daima Vegeta on the team just to see if we could get some decent performance out of him as well. But we'll see how he gets on. Take out Kaba here and we can move on to the second phase. Okay, because yeah, at least the free-to-play units, like there's kind of a little bit of link sharing going across between some of these characters so that we're at least getting some links active. Like obviously we got Shattering the Limit is the only thing. I've been link leveling the Glorio and the Pansy. As you can see, their links are anywhere between sort of like 5 and 7. Not fully link leveled yet. Only just got the Daima Goku like yesterday, so he's at like level 3 links I think at the time of recording this, because I recorded it when this video goes up. It will have been recorded yesterday. So I'll have been doing some link leveling since then, and who knows, at the point that you're watching this video right now, my Daima Goku could be level 10 links. I normally don't bother going all in and just like using the link skill orbs straight away to get these max links, even though I guess for the big releases like this guy, I might do for Goku. I probably should have done it before I started recording really, but I might do it for Goku. I'm definitely not going to do it for like the free-to-play units or anything. I'll take my time link leveling them. But when it comes to like the big major celebrations, I always want to be able to have those orbs so that like when the anniversary drops, for example, I can get all of the anniversary units that I do end up getting, just getting them to full level 10 links like straight away. But yeah, I mean this Goku is high, and he gets a lot from links as well, with things like Saiyan Raw giving a lot of not only attack, but it gives that extra defense at level 10. Saiyan Raw obviously is a very good link for Goku to have fully link leveled. So, you know, obviously it just goes without saying for all units, but Goku really does get significantly better at level 10 links because of that extra defense that some of the links are giving him. So, but yeah, let's see. Again, the problem with the Daima team as it is like this is that like we don't really have a crazy slot 1 unit for a lot of these rotations. Like this Kaba, how much does he hit for in the second phase? Let's have a look. He does get an extra buff on like his 2nd or 3rd turn as well, I think, which can be kind of awkward. Yeah, he gets like 50% attack on his 2nd turn and then 100% extra attack on his 4th turn. And his base super attack damage is like 3.2 million. So obviously he's going to be doing like over 5 million damage here if he supers in slot 1. But he does have a Ki Blast super. So the thing is, if he supers Daima Goku here, as long as Daima Goku actually dodges or counters or dodges, he will be fine. And then we'll just go ahead and do this. Hopefully Glorio will be fine against like any potential normals here. But there you go, there's the super counter. So counter the super attack here, 10 million on the attack stat thing, so we know counters are actually like triple. So it's the equivalent of like a 30 million attack stat attack for the counter. And then 39.3. Very good turn to get the counter on turn 4, right? Where Goku's now got this massive attack buff for the turn, which means the counter does even more damage. And then, of course, the next rotation, the other Goku's going to have his buff as well. It's a shame we won't be able to kill him here, because Daima Goku can do so much damage on that active skill turn if it's turn 4 as well. It's a shame to kind of like waste it before we get to the final phase. I say waste it, but you know, have used it up before we get to the final phase. But it is what it is. I haven't actually seen calcs of like what the STR Glorio's defense can get up to, but he's obviously getting supported by both the Gokus and the Piccolo. Like a 25 into a 27 million attack stat is pretty good for a free-to-play unit that's also giving everybody else on the rotation 70% attack. And then he's just tanking all of the attacks here for double-digit damage as well. Like, do you think that's good? Like, that seems pretty good to me. Okay, so would the Daima Vegeta, he's not going to survive a super, is he? I wish he would, but he's got what, 20%? He's got 70% damage reduction. He does get 200% defense when he receives a hit, so he goes up to 1.5 million and he has 70% damage reduction. Carba's super is now doing like potentially 5 million though, so maybe I do just have to put you in slot 1 here. I mean, it's only going to get worse as we go into like the next phase and everything as well. So Daima Vegeta, I feel like unfortunately for Daima Vegeta, he's not him, thanks to Goku. Like a lot of people I feel like he has that little bit of extra potential now. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, Goku needs to dodge or counter a super, because that's more than I expect. He didn't counter the super and he didn't dodge. Bruh. Okay, well, Daima team coming up a bit short against Carba there. Bro, didn't expect that. Very impressed with the Glorio though. Should I just jump back in with the team as it is? Maybe I'll get rid of... Let's get rid of the Vegeta and put on the physical Glorio. Just because if we're going to have them both as like floating supports, they're going to be able to give a lot more stats if we have the like both of them on the team. No Daima Goku on turn 1 though. It's kind of annoying. I do need to turn the animations off though. But yeah, I very much am looking forward to the release of the adult Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta. But hopefully he's not as much of a fumble as the mini one. Because man, he had that potential, but nah, he's it's not really it, I'm afraid. That was such a cool, like, because the 10th anniversary was so good, and then having the like EX announcement, and it's like it's mini Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, like that was so hype. And then unfortunately, yeah, he just wasn't particularly good on release. And even now with this like minor buff that he's now received by having a 220 lead with a bunch of extra support on the team, he's obviously in a much better spot, I think. But obviously content has also gotten harder since then with the release of like the GDC content and stuff. So unfortunately, I think Daima Vegeta probably, with the release of the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, isn't just suddenly, you know, suddenly a great unit. But also I'm still mad, I've mentioned it before already, but still mad at the whole like him having the unique skill orbs from that weird banner that you could only summon on once. So you could only get the unique skill orbs for one of the characters. Because like Slug was one of them, which would have been really cool because I really liked Slug on release. That would have been awesome to have. He was one of them. I think Saiyan Day Tech Vegeta was one of them, which could have been really interesting as well. I really hate that they did that. So obviously having those unique skill orbs would make him quite a bit better as well, but like most people aren't going to have those. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, bang my microphone. I really should have turned the animations off after the first one, but I guess it is what it is. His name is Glorio. Alright, so a lot of support on this rotation for our boy Goku. Man, Piccolo can't super. And I could have put him in slot 3, but then Glorio doesn't get his support, so it's like a bit of an annoying scenario. But yeah, I mean, turn 1, as we said before, mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Shouldn't expect like crazy stuff out of him on turn 1, but still, with like a decent amount of support, like 20 million is pretty good. I have also seen some pretty like insane screenshots of Glorio on this team because of the amount of support you can get and how much we already know from his original release, like how much he jumps up in like attack stat with each attack. I've seen screenshots of him with like over 40 million, just like casually chilling, 40 odd million attack when he's giving that much support, but is also able to do that kind of damage. I mean, it's very much related to your RNG, because like I've had turns of him where he gets like 3 additional normals, but If he just keeps throwing out supers, like we're already up to 25 million here. And that's without the double Daima Goku support active, because we've only actually had one of them on the rotation so far. So, yeah, that's definitely very good. Now it's up to 35. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, he's still going. Okay. 42. There we go. 42 million attack stat for Glorio. And this is like his first turn. It's pretty good. And he's just one of the support units on the team. Like, that's crazy, man. Love to see it. So yeah, I mean, the Daima team, if nothing else, like, the Daima team is very fun. But yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to like the hardest events in the game, you're not going to be, you know, steamrolling them with this team. But I feel like they did a really good job with this celebration. Like, the free-to-play Pansy and Gloria are both really good. Daima Goku himself is obviously good. Piccolo is really good. Like, the Daima Mini Piccolo, he might be the best banner unit that's come out this year, maybe even, to be honest. Yeah, he's really, really good. So, very happy with how this celebration has panned out in terms of the new units. And yeah, obviously I really do enjoy using Daima Goku. Daima Vegeta here up to 20 mil. I do like his animations and everything. It really is a shame that the Daima Vegeta is not as good as he could have been, because the unit is still really cool. But yeah, he's definitely not quite as good as we would have liked. But he is a fun unit nonetheless. It's just a problem with now how hard some of the content is. Like, he wants to be, or in terms of his design, like, he wants to be the slot 1 unit for the team, but the hardest bosses in the toughest content now are just hitting too hard for him to be a super viable slot 1 unit for some of these events. So yeah, it's just a little bit tricky when it comes to being able to use him for that kind of stuff. So let's do this. Goku has nearly 1 million defense on this turn. And this is his active skill turn, so, I mean, let's just go ahead and do this. See what kind of damage we get out of this active skill here. Because we've got a lot of support on the rotation. Glorio from the previous turn as well. Right. We should go pretty ham on this turn. Yes, pretty good. Yeah, I just remembered I have to float Glorio. I was going to keep Glorio there, but I have to float Glorio because obviously we're running the other Glorio. I don't want to end up with like both of them on the same rotation. So float you off. Grab those. I was hoping that would happen as well, because with the post super stats and everything, yeah, 14.8. So basically like a 45 million attack stat counter here. With a guaranteed crit as well, because it's turn 4. And then a 62 million attack stat. Okay. Yeah, Daima Goku definitely, like, doing the big damage on this turn. Tons of support. That's the best thing about the Daima team, is just, like, everyone's giving each other so much support. The fact that even Goku has support in his passive for 2 turns, like, is pretty crazy. Because with this guy on one rotation and the other Daima Goku on the other, it's like 80% attack support for demonic power. Which is one of the reasons why Glorio can end up looking so absolutely ridiculous. I mean, even this banner unit support Piccolo, mine has 1 dupe. And he's just dropping a 20 million into a 22 million. Like, attack stat super here. It's pretty good. And then free to play Glorio. Yeah, 28.9. So basically 29 million. And if he would get an addition, which I believe he does very regularly, like, his additional super would be over 30 million on that turn. Which is pretty nuts. So, like, considering where we died previously, we absolutely smashed through the third phase, like the second phase here. So let me get the let's put the animation skips back on, and let's do the Daima Goku active skill here. Although I guess, to be fair, we are buffing Carbo with every attack, but we'll do the active skill for Vegeta as well. I guess I kind of don't want to do the active skill for Glorio, because I want Vegeta to get hit to get his extra attacks and everything. But I kind of want him to get hit with a super, because I want him to get the extra additional as well. Plus I want to see how well he would tank it here against the phase 3 Kaba. I mean, because yeah, he crits as well, which is kind of crazy. 554k. That's a pretty significant chunk of damage. Again, remember we were saying that like Kaba's not the toughest of bosses, but I mean that extra attack power is pretty nice for Vegeta as well. Him being almost at 30 million here, and then yeah, third super puts him to 31. Man, he had so much potential. Like on this team, like here, especially with these attacks, like you can see that glimpse of like, he could have been so good. Another super at 32 million as well. Like if he was just that little bit better defensively in slot 1, he would just be the go-to slot 1 for this team. And like this rotation would be really, really good. But man, any like, you know, he just about survived there. So content more difficult than this, he would obviously be in trouble. And as we've already said, Kaba's not exactly the toughest of these newer bosses, right? So, Daima Vegeta, still fun to use in some events for sure, but yeah, we gotta be careful when it comes to the more difficult stuff, when it comes to trying to use him. But either way, Glorio gonna do Glorio things here. So yeah, again, every time he gets an additional normal, I just feel this like sting of disappointment, because we know if he does multiple supers in a row, like just the kind of crazy numbers he can get up to, and every time he does an additional normal, we're losing out on that. And he didn't dodge, so he might actually just be dead. Yeah, especially with the crit. So I mean, there you go, we failed against Kaba twice. Unfortunate luck, I guess, but yeah, when it comes to a team, I guess that is largely, I say largely, there's only 2 free-to-play characters, and then the Daima Vegeta isn't the craziest, which is a real shame. But, I mean, man, this Glorio, he's really, really good, and obviously summonable Glorio can still absolutely be him in a lot of these scenarios. So, the Daima team is super fun, not the best for the toughest events, but obviously once Daima Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the Adult Vegeta comes out, like imagine both of them, this mini Goku, the Piccolo, and then even just like both the Glorios, and then that's your 6-man unit like Daima team, and that team would be really, really good. So either way, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Have you tried out a full Daima team? Had some fun in some events with it? Obviously not, you know, going to beat the hardest events in the game, but it's pretty fun. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.